So today I am joined by Jess, and if you remember, Jess did my colours a couple of years ago and diagnosed me, is that the right word? Diagnosed me as soft, cool, deep. Today we're going to talk about style. But we've got a series of questions we're going to discuss between us today. And I've taken some of these questions from questions that you guys have actually asked in previous videos. So let's ask a professional here how to use our existing wardrobe to hide a tummy.
Oh wow, going in big. I always encourage them to embrace their body as it is. But yeah, if your tummy is an area that you are less confident about, self-conscious about, you can choose garments specifically that are cut so that they maybe drape and hang from the waist and are looser over the stomach area. If you've got a bigger body, going for medium weight fabrics with some drape will be more flattering. So a kind of heavyweight jersey, I would steer clear of really stiff and heavy fabrics. So kind of really stiff denims can be quite challenging if you've got curves. And likewise, anything that's really light and fly away, kind of chiffons and things, they're going to be better avoided. But also how you actually combine different garments so the areas that you want to camouflage are not drawing attention.
One of the things that I say is wrap tops, for instance, is one way of doing it, isn't it? Yeah. Another is draw the eye, as you mentioned then, draw the eye to somewhere else. Wear bold jewellery, wear big earrings, or...
if you've got great legs, nice slim cut trousers, or, you know, a short with tights. Yeah, Richard. I think that's it. It's idea. I see so many people who come to me when we're doing style sessions and they say, I don't have a waist. And we take off the loose kind of top layer that they've got on, and they do have a waist. They go in, a few inches above their belly button, below their bust. Like there's a waist there. And actually, by wearing something that fits you on the waist, although it might feel very exposing of your stomach area, actually that can look an awful lot better because it allows us to see the bust, the waist, and going out again at the hips. I would encourage people actually something that's kind of softly tailored, well cut trousers, high-waisted skirts, things like that. Don't be afraid to show your full waist. If you wear something that comes out from your shoulders or from your bust and then hangs loose, that's just going to make you look bigger all over. So yeah. So how do you use accessories to complement your outfits?
I am an accessory lover, I have to say, and always have been. And I think this goes back to the fact that my feet were so small. There's a size of 3 feet when I was growing up, and you just couldn't get shoes. So I never got into the shoes thing. So I actually explored which actually a lot of people use shoes to express their personality, don't they? Their style personality, which I wasn't able to do. So I used jewellery and belts as my way of expressing my personality, style personality, and particularly jewellery. And one of the things that I have found since the analysis is the struggle of moving from gold, which I had thought I needed to wear all those years, and maybe I did need to wear, and now migrating to silver. And one of the brands that I absolutely adore is Luisa. And so earrings that I have from them in gold plating, I'm now actually replacing with silver. And just to let you know, Luisa have got an offer on as well. It's a great time to shop Luisa jewellery for your Christmas presents for you and for others as well. So do have a look at the link down below, and they are sponsoring this segment of the video. Today I'm wearing some little earrings called the Sloane. Now I got these because I love them so much in the gold tone that I wanted to have the silver tone as well.
It's really sweet how they actually hug round your earlobe.
Yeah, I think they're very a lovely unique style. But there's some others that I have worn a lot called the Paris. And I have now managed to get these in the silver tone. So when my wrist is a bit better, you'll see me in these as well. As it happened, I had to get my husband to put these on. Also, another earring that I absolutely love is the ash. Now, the ash comes in a gold tone, a silver tone, but also a mixed tone as well. there's another one that I have that's a dual tone as well, and that's the Scarlett. And I do find the part silver, part gold a great way of transitioning from then gold jewellery to silver jewellery. I'm getting used to wearing silver now, and you can see that it suits me so much better. So I'm looking forward to wearing the silver ash here that's just arrived, and the Paris that's in the silver tone as well. It's about the ash, so you can actually take them apart. So you've got So you've got the two.
Yes, that's great. You've got it's two pairs of earrings for the massive ones.
Exactly.
So it's kind of two squared off ovals, different textures, and then you can just take that one off. It's kind of simple squared up. Oh, I'd like a pair of those.
And thank you very much once again, Anna Luisa, for sponsoring that segment of the video. Do go to Anna Luisa's website and shop the website. Think of yourself. Think of gifts. I absolutely adore their jewellery. And one item I really do need to show you as well is I have recently got the Pebble, which is one of my favourite necklaces from them, which I had in gold tone, and I've now picked it up in the silver tone as well, as I migrate to my silver jewellery.
Really interesting that you're now kind of transitioning your jewellery over, because I do remember we talked about that during your consultation, because you know, you've been a long time wearer of gold jewellery.
Yeah.
And with a cool undertone, which you have, silver also has a cool undertone. So if you're wanting your jewellery and other metal things that you might be wearing, so belt buckles, buttons, things like that, if you want it to coordinate and be cohesive with your palette, choosing the metal with the same undertone will do that for you.
And the beauty of the Anna Luisa earrings is that they come in the silver tone and the gold tone. Now, one of the tricks that I like to use is layering up the silver and the gold together. Because sometimes if you're wearing silver jewellery and then you got to think about, well, okay, my buckles on my shoes, my belt and so on. But if you actually layer up, make it all go through a dual tone, like the ash that's got the silver and the gold in it, the dual tone ash, for instance, earring, you've deliberately brought in two metals into one item, which means then you can wear any metal as your belt, your buckles, your buttons, and so on. And then it still looks cohesive. And another way of doing it is actually then layering gold and silver jewellery together, deliberately layering them as bracelets or layering them as necklaces. And I also think that by layering silver in with the gold, it's kind of cooling down that jewellery, so it's not quite as gold, and it's blending more into what you're wearing if you're not quite ready to go all in silver. Now then, Jess, a question that I'm often asked is, how can I incorporate trends without making it look like I'm trying too hard?
So my instant reaction with that one would be a question back. Why does it matter if you look like you've tried too hard?
That's interesting. That really is interesting, because I've never thought of that, actually. Why does it matter?
I understand where it's coming from. I think, you know, if you want to have an understated, elegant look, but I would just question that mentality of to me, it sounds like somebody not wanting to be seen or wanting to be visible.
Another way of looking at that question might be that what the questioner is asking is, how can I incorporate trends without making it look like I'm trying too hard to be trendy?
Having a nod to the trend, incorporating an element of it. So, for example, as a teenager, I was quite happy to wear the lowest slung trousers, the kind of baggier and looser the better. So it was not just midriff out, it was full belly button on show, hip bones on show. Some people went as far as to have underwear on show. You know, that's definitely not somewhere I want to go back to. But having, you know, embracing a wide leg, but keeping it modern by having a high waist, a seasonal trend of a sequin, but maybe a full sequined dress isn't for you, but a top with some sequin embellishment and a little bit of detailing, that it's kind of reined in. You're still acknowledging that trend, but it's in a way that's, it, you know, aligns with your personality.
Yes. And for me, an example of that for me is I've got a sequin camisole, which I'll then wear with a velvet blazer.
Oh, beautiful.
And I think that's quite a good combination because you've got the trend of the sequins, but it's subdued by the classic velvet blazer.
Keeps it kind of with that tailored elegance. I love to have things that are fitted to my waist. That's one of the ways I enjoy dressing my body. So
yeah, me too.
So actually,
waist definition,
and it flatters my body as well because I've got a slim waist and a bottom and hip area. So having something that kind of flows out, a flare, a full leg, a palazzo style leg. So I think, what's extract the bit of the trend that you like and that feels appropriate to you and where you are in your life now, and embrace it, and don't be worried about standing out. But I understand not wanting to stand out for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and I think the question might be orientated around being concerned that if you're wearing trends, that actually you're looking like you're trying to look too young. And so if that's the concern, one way I get around that is by just taking an aspect of a trend and putting it into my outfit and making the rest of the outfit classic. So as you're giving a nod to the trend with, say, wide leg trousers, or when it was, a few years ago, pleather joggers, but pair the pleather joggers then with, say, classic blazer. These are just examples, but what's around at the moment? Leopard print, but that's classic anyway. Suede, that's classic too. Want to think of an example of something that's particularly usefully trendy?
Well, I mean, the ultimate trend at the moment is the barrel leg jean or
that's an example, yes, because I've got some carrot jeans, yes.
Yeah.
And the barrel leg is slightly wider than carrot. But so it's a case of extreme. I'm happy with the carrot. The barrel's wider and not going there. I know that won't work for me.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't wear then those carrot jeans with something that was also trendy. I would wear them with something more classic.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's a way of making the outfit not appear like you're trying too hard to be too youthful.
I think also it's like, be true to yourself and what you like. And it's like, if you don't like a trend, don't do it. Don't feel like, because you won't look comfortable if you don't feel comfortable. And that's exactly, if you feel comfortable, I discovered a shape of trouser by Lucy and Yak that I really like, and they're fitted on the waist. They've got big wide belt loops. I can wear them with all of my lovely vintage waist belts, and they've got enough length in the rise. I'm 5'8", so I'm very different height to you. And then they're really cut really full. They've got pleats in the front. They're cut really full, so they fit my body really well. It's about, and they kind of, it's not a carrot leg or a barrel leg, but it's kind of got that wideness, that width to the knee, and then they're kind of slimmer again to the ankle.
Yeah.
If something speaks to you, if you see images, you see someone else wearing something and you like it, it's for you as well. It's for you too.
I think that's a good point as well, that don't wear something that's a trendy item just because it's a trendy item. It's going to look less like you're trying too hard if it happens to be something that's on trend, but also suits your own style, personality, and what other people would expect to see you in anyway, because it's this type of clothing or type of style that you're seen in generally. What are the best ways to mix and match outfits? Is a question that comes up quite a bit.
Yeah, get someone to help you, somebody like me. I do virtual consultations from an hour, and we can build from there. So it's a form of wardrobe editing, so putting different items together.
And because you work from home, you would do afternoon and evening appointments, so the US audience can also dial in.
Oh yeah, I'd love that.
UK and US Canada.
Yeah, I'm normally awake in the middle of the night in the UK anyway, because Australia are children, so
you can have a session as well.
Yeah, I think what's always great is fresh eyes, and it can be quite difficult to open your wardrobe and look at what you've got. And often people feel really crestfallen and like, I've just got nothing to wear. And it's like a classic thing I hear time and again. my wardrobe's full of clothes, but I've got nothing to wear. I have no inspiration. I don't like any of my clothes. My clothes don't make me feel good. And actually, there's always some beautiful outfits in there already. And it's just a case of bringing maybe unexpected pieces together. So maybe it's something we've talked about a lot post-pandemic, where lifestyles have changed. People don't have such formal dress codes at work anymore. People don't go to as many formal events. Getting your cocktail dress out and pairing it with something unexpected so that it's actually, you're making it more casual, but then you're making it more wearable. Is there anything in your wardrobe you're holding on to? Is it?
I'm actually I think I'm good at decluttering, but I'm also very good at holding onto clothes deliberately. So I do think clothing needs to be sustainable. So I don't buy something just for a season or because it's fashionable. I will look to see if an item is speaking to me, because it happens to be in shops at the moment, so it's on trend and so on. If it speaks to me, I'll buy it on the basis that I can wear it for the next 5 years. And so I will be wearing things that I have had 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 1 year, and mix and match them all together. But when items are no longer working for me, or I've got duplicates, or it's been replaced by something else better, and I know that given the option, I wouldn't go for A because I will always go for B now rather than A, then it's time A went. And so I will declutter and put aside items that I think either don't fit, don't work, scruffy, out of date in the sense that they look decidedly old-fashioned. Then I will put them aside and they go into a box and they go off to charity. In the room back there, I've got about 6 boxes of clothes and other items that have got to go to charity. So I'm constantly doing this churning.
It'd be great to know where you get your inspiration.
My inspiration for how I dress, or my clothes, my outfits, I actually get a lot of inspiration from television. Strangely, I think that, say, newsreaders, the weather people, current dramas, I love murder mysteries and things like that. And sometimes they're recorded at a time, say 6 months in advance of them actually going on the screen. But the stylists have actually taken notice of what's going to be on trend and what's going to be fashionable and what's going to be worn. And often the characters are in it are my age. And I can see myself in those type of outfits.
My background, before I worked with individuals as a stylist, I was a costume maker and a running wardrobe, working on theatre productions. An actor would never step on stage and do a performance without a costume, even if it doesn't look like they're wearing a costume. And this is what's so interesting, because all those modern dramas, like you said, every single thing that anyone on that screen is wearing has been considered, it's been chosen.
And it was that thing that if you wore it once, don't wear it again. But I don't think that's true now.
No, I think maybe I'd wear it in the same way. Find a way to wear it.
Wear it in a different way, yes.
Yeah.
And the styles will have changed as well. And it is giving it a 2024, 2025 update. But that feeling that, okay, well, I wore that before 20 years ago or 10 years ago, I can't wear it now. That saying I don't think is relevant at all anymore. I think, one, because we're living longer, but also because trends are moving faster.
Well, yeah.
So we're going to see them again. Yeah. And it would be silly to avoid them. Otherwise, we'd just be naked.
You'd end up with nothing to wear.
You'd end up with nothing to wear. You'd be naked. A question for Jess from you guys is, how can I look stylish while staying comfortable?
So comfort is key, isn't it? I think for a lot of people.
We went to London yesterday. And we went to, actually, the restaurant that's right by St. Paul's. It's quite well known, Madison's. It's not cheap. And it's a rooftop restaurant. So we dressed up to go up there, but we walked around London in the first instance at Oxford Street and Regent Street. And I wore some, Skechers walking boots. And the others were in trainers. And then we changed to go into the restaurant, changed our footwear, to go into the restaurant.
Very sensible. I love that.
But Diane, walking around London, I did notice, I particularly noticed what people were wearing. So I wanted to see that comfort was absolutely key for everyone. There were so many trainers, walking boots. I didn't see smart heels. I didn't see anything that looked ridiculous. People were dressed clothes, looking dressed up, and then footwear, comfortable.
Yeah.
And actually, we're both sitting here in our slippers. This summer, we do get the Birkenstocks coming in as a fashion trend item. And that seems to be like every other year or every 2 or 3 years, the Birkenstocks style and the fat sandal style is a trending sandal. And that seems to be Marmite. Marmite being, in the UK, we say Marmite. If you either love it or hate it, you're not indifferent. And it seems like a footbed sandals, people either love them, people have strong feelings about.
Yeah.
And so, but people, I'm a lover of them, because I think you can dress them up. They aren't just, I wouldn't wear them somewhere smart, but definitely if you get coloured ones, you get them in a white, looks really chic, I think, white footbed sandal. And they are comfortable, so I love wearing those in the summer. Yesterday I was wearing walking boots. I needed to make sure that I wasn't going to trip over in anything and hurt my other.
Well, yeah.
So, or break a leg. So
it's all factors for consideration, isn't it? It's kind of, do you want to sit there looking pretty, or do you want to go out and experience life and enjoy it? And
there are options out there now because people are focused, and therefore the shops are also pushing these items that are stylish and comfortable, and that goes for footwear right up to clothing as well. And equally, don't care.
Well, I think that's
me yesterday going around London in walking boots.
Yeah,
but there's just changing.
I'm wearing a pair of Max Mara studio trousers today, and they're a kind of pleated drapey fabric.
Yeah, so you've got an
elasticated waistband, and I love an elasticated waistband.
And that's what I wore to London yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I could easily, with one hand, using the ladies, I can easily pull it up.
Yeah. Again, it's just about kind of enjoying your life and maximizing what you're doing while being constrained. Clothes should empower you. They shouldn't restrict you.
But actually, elasticated items now are a lot more stylish than they used to be as well. So we shouldn't fear elasticated waists like maybe we did in the 70s or 80s. Because they are, as you're wearing your Max Mara trousers, they're a stylish pair of trousers. My ones were Rebel.
Yep.
Which are a well-known brand, and they do very comfortable, stylish trousers. And so it's a case of looking out for the stylish elastication, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, the jogger with a drawstring waist as well. But brands like ME+EM do really lovely trousers that have got that kind of bring together the tailored and the comfort, absolutely. Yeah. So you still got that kind of elegance of the look of a tailored trouser, but it's got a drawstring waist. Ideal.
I've never shopped in ME+EM. I'll have to do a ME+EM haul, won't I? Actually, I'll have to do that.
Yeah, lovely pieces.
Lovely dresses. So, another pair of trousers that I really like that actually I think are stylish and are comfortable are the side stripe trousers that are the jogger style.
Mm-hmm.
They have an elasticated waist. They don't have the drawstring though, and you can get those in lots of shops, including Marks and Spencer. I think Marks and Spencer do them year on year, in summer and winter, different shades and different colours. And I love them. I think they are, with the side stripes not going anywhere, is it? It's still around, been around for years. But they're a comfortable, stylish pair of trousers, and you can wear an elasticated waist and just a sort of a crop blouse over the top, a sweater, or you can tuck into them and pull your blouse out so as you're actually hiding the waist.
So we talked a little bit about my previous career. How able to express yourself through your wardrobe were you in your previous career? Like a good topic for another video.
Yes. So if you want to see more of Jess, stay tuned. Remember, I'm your over 60 influencer who is really over 60 herself. And so, yes, do remember to subscribe and you'll see more of myself and maybe more of Jess, because you have more ideas of videos to make. Do go to Luisa's website and shop the website. Think of yourself, think of gifts. I absolutely adore their jewellery.